I'm Alicia Nieves, and this is the news in San Antonio. Nearly 100 people marched outside San Antonio City Hall today against President Trump's immigration policy and ICE arrests.
Immigrants are welcome here! Immigrants are welcome here!
Protesters say they're seeing their friends and families being arrested without due process. They're worried about everyone's rights and feel it's important to have their voices heard.
Their cases are getting dismissed by judges, and then they're immediately being scooped up by ICE and thrown into the back of buses and vans and separated from their friends, family, loved ones, co-workers, their community.
These people that they're taking away and separating do so much for this country. They're building homes, they're freaking doing like the produce, and they're really just working and making a living. They really do make this country better.
Protesters say they were encouraged by the turnout today, even with the heat. The march included people of all walks of life and different cultures. Meanwhile, Texas Representative Tony Gonzalez had this to say about ICE arrests on Face the Nation.
Bringing it to your district, you have a major city, you have San Antonio. You also have rural areas. Is the administration targeting blue cities with blue governors they don't like, or are you seeing similar actions in Texas?
I think what they're targeting is they're trying to deport people as fast as they possibly can. What's going to happen is it's going to be across the country.
A San Antonio family is turning their grief into action. They hosted a benefit in honor of a teenager who was shot and killed at a graduation party. 17-year-old Hector Vargas was found shot multiple times on the south side last weekend. He was an aspiring barber and a junior at McCullum High School on the south side. Today, his family is hosting a barbecue plate sale until sellout. That will be at a neighborhood bar, who also helped donate raffle prizes and food from around that community. All proceeds will help with funeral expenses.
The hardest part for us and the family is like usually we're the ones donating stuff to families, or we're the ones having a plate sale for somebody. So now that we're doing it for somebody that we love, it hits a little different.
No arrests have been made in this case. The family is pleading for witnesses who were at that party to come forward. A suspect is now in custody, accused of helping 4 gunmen escape after a deadly shooting. 32-year-old Darius Gladney was arrested and charged with engaging in criminal activity, murder. According to an arrest warrant, he's accused of helping 4 gunmen escape after the deadly shooting in Live Oak. That's in northeast San Antonio. Witnesses told police 4 masked men dressed in all black shot Albert Roy outside his home Wednesday morning. The Texas Rangers were called in to help with this case. Investigators say surveillance video and witness statements helped them track a second getaway car, a red Dodge Caliber, to Darius Gladney. He's in jail, held on a $300,000 bond. So far, no details on who those 4 suspects are or if police have any additional suspects in custody. A man is recovering after a violent attack on the city's west side. San Antonio police were first called out to a stabbing at one location and then got another call minutes later about a man who'd been stabbed and who showed up at a location near downtown. Officers quickly connected the 2 scenes. The victim was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. The investigation into exactly what led up to the attack is still underway. Police are looking for the suspects who ran off from a stolen vehicle on the east side of town. Police say when they tried to pull over what was reported to be a stolen vehicle, several suspects bailed out and took off running. At last check, police are still trying to track them down. San Antonio has elected a new mayor. Gina Ortiz-Jones won the runoff race. So let's take a look at the results. Ortiz-Jones and Rolando Pablos were both hoping to replace Mayor Ron Nierenberg, but neither could secure the vote in May. Ortiz-Jones led this race before declaring victory. Pablos conceded. Here's what both candidates had to say.
Well, look, I'm going to be a mayor for all, right? Thank you to the voters that voted for me. For those that didn't vote for me, I'm still going to be a good mayor for everybody, because our city is stronger when we're united. And our city is stronger when we're thinking about also the most vulnerable in our community, and we're making smart investments. So we've got a great opportunity, a number of opportunities, right? And focusing on everybody, making sure, again, we're thinking about what we need to do today. For example, closing that budget gap, but also being strategic with these major investments. We can do all those things at the same time.
It didn't go the way we wanted, but I want to congratulate our new mayor, Gina Ortiz-Jones. I will continue to work in this community that I love so much, and we're here with all of our supporters. I wanted to thank everybody for their support.
Voter turnout was better for the runoff when compared to May's election. Officials announcing 17% of voters cast their ballots since last Tuesday. The Bexar County Elections Officer reported May's voter turnout was a little over 9%. From the jungles of Thailand to the top of his class, Poo Ray's journey is nothing short of remarkable. A refugee who fled civil war as a toddler, now the top of his class at an inner West Side high school. As reporter Mike Jimenez explains, his story is a powerful reminder of resilience, grit, and the promise of the American dream.
Woo! The story of Poo Ray began in the jungles of Thailand. Ray was born in a refugee camp during a civil war.
There, it's basically the jungle. All the houses were handmade, like the schools, they're all handmade from the resources from the jungle.
Ray says his parents knew Thailand was not where they wanted to raise a family. They knew more opportunities were in America. When Ray was 3 years old, they moved to San Antonio. Ray says his parents volunteered to help build homes for others through Habitat for Humanity, and were given an opportunity to own their own home on the West Side in SAISD.
Third grade is when I got here. I went to school at JT Brack, then I went to Tafoya, then I went to Lanier.
During his freshman year at Lanier, Ray says he found out he was ranked 7th in his class and was told if he finished first, he would get to speak at graduation. So he thought he should go for number 1.
So I just put my 100% into education. So late nights, just staying up writing essays, hours locked in my room away from my family, just doing homework, especially physics.
The stress was worth it. In front of thousands at Alamo Stadium, valedictorian Poo Ray shared his story. And for a few moments, he spoke Kirani to his family with love and gratitude for their sacrifice.
Like my family, I wanted to show how much I appreciated them, and especially my grandma, because she knows zero English.
Ray will attend Rice University on a full scholarship, pursuing a degree in international relations, where he hopes to bring communities together.
And today I have a dream. My purpose is to become a diplomat who advocates for those without a voice and works to ensure that someday the horrors of war will someday end.
And as he takes his next steps forward, he leaves this message behind.
No matter who you are, where you come from, don't let where you began determine where you end.
Mike Jimenez.
And lastly, let's show the world that 78207 can accomplish greatness.
Kids 5.
Congratulations, Mr. Ray. Okay, people got to see living history this week at the Alamo. Volunteers showed how early Texans used blacksmithing, leatherworking, woodworking, and weaving to survive. The Alamo's living history team wore 19th century clothes and used 19th century tools to provide visitors with a hands-on experience. Always fun going on at the Alamo. That's the news in San Antonio.